This is a full room, and you can tell I've got a cold. I'll do the best I can. That's why Jean is here. Okay. Good evening, and welcome to Kansas City, home of the 2015 World Series champions. This year is the 65th anniversary of music therapy. Happy 65th! 65 is the sky blue anniversary. I can't do it. You do it. Go.
So it seems only appropriate that the Same Sky Project is here tonight to celebrate with us. I think you should give them another round. And thanks also to our pre-show performers, the Kansas City Chiefs, The Rumble. Weren't they amazing? Tonight, we celebrate music therapy, and we celebrate a continuum of growth. The growth of the music therapy profession and of AMTA. The growth and development of music therapy professionals. The growth of knowledge and readiness of our music therapy students. And most importantly, we celebrate the growth that our clients and patients experience through this amazing medium of music. We have a variety of opportunities throughout this week for you to help music therapy continue to grow. The newest of these ways is our 65th anniversary donation program, where you'll receive a little birthday gift when you donate to the AMTA General Fund. Please see page 2 of your program for all those details, and stop by the AMTA bookstore in the exhibit hall to participate. It is my pleasure and honor to serve with the Vice President of AMTA. In that role, we help coordinate the annual conference, along with an energetic team of volunteers, committee members, and AMTA staff. We thank you for being part of this celebration and part of our association. Social media is welcome at this year's conference, and you can use this hashtag, AMTA15. You can tweet after the opening session and throughout the conference, but don't forget to be courteous. This year's local committee, led by Andrea Dalton and Rochelle Norman, with their colleagues, students, and friends from Missouri, Kansas, and the Midwestern region, has outdone itself. I'd like to ask the local committee, those who aren't already out and about doing something else, to please stand and wave so we can express our gratitude. So far, before the conference has even officially begun, there have been numerous pre-conference institutes, specialized music therapy trainings, continuing education courses, and a ton of meetings held. The first ever AMTA Leadership Academy was successfully held yesterday. We music therapists are a busy bunch, always seeking to improve and expand our knowledge. This year, we again have a conference app, or to be more accurate, a mobile website, for your convenience. And on any smartphone or tablet, you can connect to the internet and then go to amtaconference.com. The app is the best place to find the most up-to-date changes to the conference schedule, exhibit hall information, sponsors, and speakers. There's nothing to purchase or to download from an app store. This is a mobile website optimized for your smartphone or tablet. To find changes to the schedule, since the program was printed, to simply search for the word updated on any day. Then click to expand each time period. You can even click Add to Calendar option for a particular session or event. This downloads a file which you can then import into your iCalendar and set it up to remind you to attend so you don't forget. Thanks to the Palm Beach Music Therapy Institute for designing and donating this wonderful resource just for AMTA. You can also check the daily errata near the conference registration counter. This year, we are honored with a proclamation from the Mayor of Kansas City, Sly James Jr., who extends a heartfelt welcome to AMTA and conference participants. He proclaims November 12, 2015, Music Therapy Day in Kansas City, Missouri. Mayor James, who had hoped to join us tonight, had a conflict and wasn't able to attend, but we thank him for this recognition. With us tonight is a great music therapy friend, Representative Kathy Swan. If she's here, she could stand. I don't see her. Okay. Who is the sponsor of the Missouri Music Therapy Licensure Bill. Let's all give her a sing-out. Thank you to Representative Swan for your support of music therapy. Music therapists are a diverse, talented, and affirming group, and we are thrilled to have attendees from all over the world. Please help us welcome our esteemed international colleagues and guests from Australia, Canada, including the CAMT president, Hong Kong, India, Israel, Japan, Nepal, Macau, Mexico, Philippines, Puerto Rico, the Netherlands, Taiwan, Thailand, and Trinidad. Did we miss anybody? Is there anybody else that we missed? Woohoo! Thank you for traveling all this way. We wish to welcome those of you for whom this is your first AMTA conference. If this is your inaugural AMTA annual conference, please stand up and give us a sing-out. We thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you at many more conference events in the future. We want to extend a very special welcome to our music therapy students. You are the future of music therapy. So first, I ask the undergraduate students to stand. And stay up, stay up. Stay right there. And now, let's add the master's degree students. Also stand, stay up. And finally, the doctoral and postdoc scholars, stand up. And look around the room, everybody. There's your future. We would like to personally thank all of you for your scholarship and commitment to our profession. I'd also like to thank the educators and ask them to stand. Thank you all so much for being here, and on behalf of the Board of AMTA, we welcome you. The heart and soul of our association is its members, all the professional music therapists who see clients day in and day out in clinics, skilled nursing and rehabilitation facilities, hospices, hospitals, schools, mental health settings, wellness centers, and in the community. You are the heartbeat of our profession, and we welcome you. And thank you as well for serving as internship supervisors and practicum supervisors. So, can all the internship and practicum supervisors please stand? Thank you. And thanks to those who provide dedicated and continuing service on the board, on the assemblies, committees, work groups, and task force teams. Would you all of you please stand? Don't be bashful. It is clear to us from the number of people standing that the work of ensuring our profession continues to be strong and vital depends on a lot of strong shoulders. Thank you for being stakeholders in the future of our profession. Now, let's show our sponsors how grateful we are for their support and how important they are to the success of this conference. At the bronze level, the American Music Therapy Student Association students, AMTAS. Children's Mercy Hospital Music Therapy Department, Kansas City Metro Music Therapists, and Rock Your Speech. At the silver level, Berklee College of Music, Kaiser Musical Products, Southeastern Region of AMTA. At the gold level, CARF, Aspire to Excellence, Great Lakes Region of AMTA. Healthcare Providers Service Organization, HPSO, Merrillhurst University, MusicTherapyGuitar.com, University of Kansas School of Music. And at the platinum level, Certification Board for Music Therapists, Lesley University, my alma mater, Music Together LLC, Oxford University Press, Remo Incorporated, the Palm Beach Music Therapy Institute, PBMTI, West Music, Yamaha Music and Wellness Institute, and Blue Star Connection. And we want to give a special shout out and take a moment right here to speak about John Catt and Blue Star Connection, who have gone above and beyond with their donation of instruments that will be used at this conference. Because after the conclusion of the conference, all the instruments they provided for use this week will be donated to music therapy clients. In fact, the benefit at Knuckleheads on Friday night, you can learn more about this event on page 49 in your program, helps to support Blue Star's continuing work to put instruments in the hands of kids who wouldn't otherwise get them. So if you can, make sure to attend and enjoy that special event. Thank you very much to all our sponsors for supporting music therapy and this conference. And last but not least, yesterday was Veterans Day. We want to take a moment to thank all our military service members and music therapists working with the VA or who are in other ways serving military personnel. Thank you for your service to our country and to our valued military members. A big, big thanks to all of you for joining us here tonight. My hope is that this conference is a valuable, memorable, and inspirational growth experience for everyone. Here, we should do it this way. Stand over here. The conference is absolutely brimming with sessions, continuing education opportunities, and special events for students and professionals alike. To hear all about the wonderful things AMTA has accomplished on your behalf, be here tomorrow morning for an exciting State of the Association address by President Furman. You'll learn firsthand about the results of this summer's historic research symposium, Music Therapy Research 2025. The State of the Association will be followed by association awards, and then the first of 2 business meetings where you will meet the candidates for the next election. We will end the morning with our Celebration of Life ceremony. Please be sure to attend to honor those colleagues we lost in the past year. On behalf of the conference planning team, I wish to invite everybody to the exhibit hall spectacular and chance bidding drawing event after the opening session, right out there. The conference choir rehearses in the exhibit hall B after the opening session, so let the music begin. And now, it is our pleasure and honor to introduce our esteemed president, Amy Furman.
I can't think of a better example of what conference and music therapy is all about, which is teamwork and flexibility. Thank you both. Greetings and welcome. I'm delighted to be here with you in Kansas City. It's been another really busy and exciting year full of growth. Whether you're a music therapy student or a professional, an advocate, a leader, an educator, or a colleague from an interdisciplinary team, whether you work in a school or a hospital or in the community, or in the many ways which each of you contributes has been reflected this year in our association's accomplishments. And this year, our efforts were noticed by the world. That is, World News Tonight. If you'd look at the screen, please.
And finally tonight here, our Persons of the Week. A story that begins with the horror we all witnessed 4 years ago now, and one triumphant return. But that return was not possible without one incredible team. And tonight, the camera's right there for the journey back to say thank you to all of the therapists. And you're about to see the moment that brought music to everyone's ears. Our Persons of the Week. It was a little more than 4 years ago, Congresswoman Gabby Giffords was shot. 6 others killed.
We are following a developing story.
Afterward, the remarkable comeback. Gabby in her hospital bed. And among the first words she would learn how to say again,
I love you.
Angie Brace Glynn, one of the therapists.
Let it shine. Excellent.
There was Megan Morrow, too, a music therapist at Tear Memorial Hermann Hospital in Houston.
Let me hear ya.
Every word, every song, a milestone. And now, 4 years later, a walk down that same hospital hallway. Gabby going back to find her team.
Well, away, or maybe real nearby. She may be pouring his coffee. She may be straightening his tie.
It's just so much joy now to see this person actually singing verses of songs with me. It's like watching someone heal right in front of my face.
There are countless studies that show music therapy can help bring back speech.
I will do.
I knew that I would.
I'm a music therapist at Walter Reed National Military Medical Center.
Oh, how I miss you. Better without you. Goodbye.
I truly see the transformative nature of music.
Truly gives quality of life to these little warriors fighting every day.
Whether it's drumming, guitar, singing, or whatever, I think that music therapy is magic.
Tonight, therapist Ryan Judd from New Hampshire. Little Caden in Boston with his music coach. Therapists and patients connecting. Like Gabby and Megan and that entire team.
Maybe these as great as a line. Don't really care as long as they're mine.
And so we choose all of the music therapists across America, bringing our loved ones back. And Gabby, you look great.
It was exciting to have ABC's David Muir and the World News Tonight name all of us as Persons of the Week. And I hope you received Facebook messages, calls, and emails from your friends and relatives telling you congratulations. The next several days will be exciting ones for us, full of possibilities for more growth and change and connections. The Kansas City community of music therapists works collaboratively with many excellent organizations, partners, and facilities to bring music therapy services to the people of this region. And we're honored to have individuals join us from a variety of settings and business sectors. We ask all of our business partners from the Kansas City area to just give us a wave so we can recognize and welcome you here. Tonight, you are part of our music therapy community along with our honored guests and our award-winning advocates of music therapy who will be receiving their awards tomorrow morning. We also have representatives from the World Federation of Music Therapy, the Child Life Council, the National Standards Board for Therapeutic Musicians, a military representative from the U.S. Air Force Pentagon, deans from AMTA academically approved programs, and some from schools that are interested in starting a program. We are delighted to have you join us and be part of the music therapy community. Thank you. We welcome all of you, our guests, our invited speakers, and you're all very important people to us tonight. So thank you for coming, and I hope you will enjoy the evening. As president, it is my privilege and honor to present 3 awards tonight. The Arthur Flagler Fultz Research Award was established in 1998 by Tom and Lucy Ott in memory of David Ott. The Fultz Fund is named in recognition of the late Reverend Arthur Flagler Fultz. This is a $15,000 award which is made to an AMTA member to help fund important research. As a very special honor tonight, we have Tom and Lucy Ott with us in the audience. Tom and Lucy, if you'd rise. It is such an honor to have you with us, and thank you for endowing the Fultz Fund Award and for your support of this year's Symposium, Research 2025. I also want to thank all the scholars who submitted an application for the Fultz Award, and I want to recognize the Fultz Research Chair, Dr. Cynthia Caldwell, and the committee for their able assistance in the selection process. If Cynthia, past Fultz Fund chairs, and any of the past 15 Fultz scholars are present this evening, would you stand so we can thank you for your research contributions? Thank you. And now, for the 2015 Fultz Research Award, this year's winner is Dr. Wendy McGee. Her study was titled Validating the Music Therapy Assessment Tool for Awareness in Disorders of Consciousness Against Best Practice External Reference Standard. Dr. McGee's colleague, Dr. Helen Schumark, will be accepting on her behalf. Dr. McGee is currently in London speaking and representing the field of music therapy at the esteemed Royal Society of Medicine. Dr. Schumark.
Wendy's tremendously disappointed to not be here with you this evening, and she's given me just a few notes to speak on her behalf. She says, "I am truly honoured to receive this prestigious award and would like to thank the Flagler Fultz Award Committee for their support towards this important project. I would also like to thank the generosity and support of the AMTA and the music therapy community who have welcomed me so warmly since I arrived to work in the USA 4.5 years ago. I am passionate about both evidence-based practice and positioning music therapy as an integral part of rehabilitation for people with brain injury. This award is to further develop the MATADOC, a diagnostic music-based measure that is used with some of the most vulnerable people in our society. The MATADOC measures the impact of music therapy with people who are severely disabled after brain injury. Thus, it has both clinical and research utility for demonstrating the effects of music therapy. The support of the Flagler Fultz Award will help to make this measure even more robust in line with other non-music-based measures used in rehabilitation. Thank you, and I look forward to returning and sharing the results of this work with you all. Thank you.
Yep. Stand over here. Which way? Right over here. The AMTA Lifetime Achievement Awards are the most prestigious of all the honors AMTA bestows. The purpose of the Lifetime Achievement Award is to recognize a legacy of commitment and dedication to the profession of music therapy. This award is conferred by the AMTA Board of Directors upon individuals to acknowledge their primary role in the growth and advancement of our profession. If you have been a past recipient of a Lifetime Achievement Award, please stand. We're delighted to have you with us tonight. Tonight, we have 2 Lifetime Achievement Awards to present. The first Lifetime Achievement Award goes to Dr. Mary Adamek. I'm going to tell you just a little bit about Mary, and then we'll bring her up here. Dr. Adamek's service to the American Music Therapy Association is exceptional and extensive. It encompasses state, regional, and national levels. For many years, the majority of AMTA's important milestones and accomplishments have included Dr. Adamek. As vice president, she served as the conference chair for the inaugural American Music Therapy Association conference in 1998. Her creativity and diplomacy were employed the very following year when AMTA hosted its first ever international conference, the 9th World Congress of Music Therapy in Washington, D.C. AMTA benefited greatly from Dr. Adamek's leadership and collaborative spirit during the 3 years that she served as AMTA president. Throughout this time, Mary's innovative thinking and dedication guided AMTA. Her AMTA service continued when she returned to the board of directors to serve as treasurer for 2 terms. She strengthened the financial health of AMTA. In fact, the 2-part donut pin that was celebrated 10 years of AMTA and 60 years of music therapy was her concept. In addition to serving on the AMTA board of directors, Dr. Adamek has contributed her wisdom and hard work to the editorial boards of both journals and an array of committees and task force. In addition to her service, Dr. Adamek's scholarship has benefited the profession and enriched the education of students. She's director of the undergrad music program at the University of Iowa. She co-authored Music and Special Education and has contributed chapters in textbooks, numerous articles in a variety of educational and medical journals. Dr. Adamek presents frequently at national and international music therapy and music ed conferences, as well as conferences of related professions. Recognizing her extensive service to the association, as well as her scholarship, research, and publications, Dr. Adamek is an inspiration to professionals and to students who are the next generation of music therapy leaders. It is an honor to present the AMT Lifetime Achievement Award to Mary Adamek.
Thank you. This is such an honor for me. No one really enters this profession expecting to receive an award such as this, so I thank you and I'm very humbled. As you just heard from Amy, I've spent some time with AMTA, and I've been involved in AMTA projects for quite a while, and sometimes that's not real easy for family members. So first I want to thank my husband Steve and my daughters Rachel and Emily. They've lived through years of conference calls, you guys know, stressful times getting ready for conferences and board meetings when maybe I got a little crabby, and then of course more conference calls. No one can commit to leadership in an association such as AMTA without the strong support of their family. I doubt that my girls even remember a time when I was not involved in some AMTA event or another. And I appreciate their tolerance and their support more than I can say. So I'm just thrilled that they can be here with me tonight to help me celebrate. So be sure to go say hello to them. They're down there. I'm fortunate to have been surrounded by amazing people throughout my career as a music therapist. More thanks go to some individuals who might identify with such names as Wild Women, Hot Topics, AMTA Family, West Music, and of course, the University of Iowa, colleagues and students. So many people who have walked with me on this journey, and I've learned from them each and every day. Yesterday at the Leadership Academy, I talked about using your inner circle. My inner circle was key to me during my 3-year term as AMTA president. So my thanks go to Alan Solomon, David Smith, Brian Hunter, and Andrea Farbman. They provided me mentoring, support, sage wisdom throughout a very difficult time for our association. Without their dedication to AMTA and their incredible support of me as AMTA president, I don't think I'd be standing up here tonight. They taught me the importance of taking the high road, even when sometimes the obstacles seemed insurmountable. They have my deepest gratitude for all they did to make sure that I had a successful term as AMTA president, but more important, that they made sure that AMTA emerged as a strong and effective organization. I'm grateful for the many opportunities that I've had throughout my career as a music therapist. I've been a clinician and a supervisor, an educator, an advocate, and a leader. Through it all, I continue to learn about myself, and I take pride in the contributions that I make to our profession. So I encourage each of you to find your place and commit to make a positive difference and influence in whatever way that might be. I became a music therapist 35 years ago when really no one knew what music therapy was. Really. True, we've come a long way. And we still have to educate people about what music therapy is, yeah. But at least they're familiar with music therapy, and they're interested, and they're somewhat informed. It's not always been easy to be a music therapist, but it's always been great to be a music therapist. I'm honored and I'm humbled to be recognized by my peers tonight. Thank you very much.
Congratulations and thank you again. Our second honoree is Dr. Oliver Sacks. The AMTA community reached out to Dr. Sacks last spring before his death, sending him a CD of songs, gifts, and thanks from music therapists across the country for his tremendous impact on our profession. While we regret that we are unable to present this award to him in person, he knew that he was the recipient, and we expressed our appreciation for the ongoing impact his words and his work will have on our profession. This is Dr. Sacks giving us a few words.
Are you saying to us as senators, should we try to appropriate money to have more music? Should we give NIH money to do research on this? What do you want us to do?
In a practical sense, I think that music therapy and music therapists are crucial and indispensable in institutions for elderly people and among neurologically disabled patients. I think that what is pragmatic and intuitive needs to be investigated. One needs to know what goes on. And there's really no research on the subject. There needs to be funding for such research. And I think also there needs to be some proper awareness and respect for music and music therapy so that it's not seen as something just trivial or entertaining. Yes.
As you can see from the Senate hearings on music therapy in the elderly, Dr. Sachs championed the cause of music therapy. Celebrating 65 years of music therapy, we recognize how many of the highlights that helped move our profession into the mainstream were initiated or supported by Dr. Oliver Sachs. His writings, media presentations, and lectures raised the public profile of the profession and the importance of music therapy. He co-founded the Institute for Music and Neurologic Function in 1995 with Dr. Connie Tomato. So just this past week, the Institute celebrated its 20th anniversary. The Institute has been a catalyst for the dialogue between neuroscientists and clinical music therapists to increase the knowledge of how and why music affects the brain. So with his encouragement, we have learned how to better design and apply music-based intervention to help those with neurologic impairments. In the book and in the movie, Awakenings, the potential of music as a therapeutic tool was introduced to the public. His writings brought increased attention to the importance of music to enhance life for those with neurologic conditions. One of his stories became the script for the film, The Music Never Stopped, which features a music therapist as a key character, our debut role on the big screen. Dr. Sachs' work has and will continue to impact and inspire generations of individuals to become music therapists. We honor his legacy with the Lifetime Achievement Award. And I want to thank Dr. Oliver Sachs' colleague, Dr. Connie Tomato, for accepting this award.
I know Oliver would be so pleased to have seen that young performance at the beginning of this meeting. So imagine starting your music therapy job for the first week, and you know that the people around you don't quite know what you do, but you get an envelope in inter-office mail, and scribbled on this torn-off piece of loose-leaf paper is a quote, "Every disease is a musical problem, every cure a musical solution. Welcome, Ollie." As Dr. Admick said, 35 years ago, that was 35 years ago, and nobody knew about music therapy, but our chief neurologist did. And at that point, I realized that not only did I have an ally and a friend in Oliver Sachs, but the profession of music therapy did. And so I'm not gonna get emotional. His experience with his Awakenings patients, if you saw the movie, introduced him to the power of music, and in particular rhythm, to animate, to bring mobility back to those with post-encephalitic Parkinson's. Over the years, he and I had a chance to explore many other applications of music therapy for a whole variety of neurologic conditions. And some of you may remember, some of you were there, at some of the talks that he gave at music therapy conferences, both in Boston and in Toronto. And I know Brian remembers very well how hard it was to get him to the Senate hearings to do that talk. But look how wonderfully it turned out, and look how wonderfully he contributed to our field and to people's understanding of what it is that we did. As we heard, and you know, that his writings, his lectures, all the media interviews, all the chances that he got to talk about music and the arts, he spoke about music therapy, and he spoke about music's power to awaken and heal. Oliver also challenged the medical profession to look at the individual, to really not look at the disease or a diagnosis, but to understand who the person was and what their experience was despite the fact that they had these challenges. He also told me, and I'm hopefully informs all of us, to really look carefully at what it is that we do, to look at our observations to inform our clinical practice, to really look at those cases in detail and understand how it is that music affects the individuals that we work with. Oliver Sacks has been an enormous friend, colleague, mentor. You know, what comes to mind, I have so many wonderful stories. One of these days I'll have to write them down. But I remember one night when he got his new piano. I don't know if I told this last year, okay. So here's a guy who tells me that he's not a musician, can't do anything with music. He wants a piano. He goes searching all over the city to find a piano that he can afford. He didn't have any money because he was a nursing home neurologist, so he only got $50 a year per patient for neurologic exams. So he couldn't afford a piano. His father said that he would send his piano from England if he would like. And he says, Connie, it's $1,000 to ship this piano across the ocean. Is it worth it? And I said, Oliver, well, what type of piano is it? He goes, well, it's a 9-foot Bechstein. It was valued at $35,000 back then. So he gets his piano. I'm a trumpet player, and he decides to have this celebration. So he and I, with a bunch of friends, with me playing all the vocal parts on piccolo trumpet and him playing piano, went through all of the Handel's Messiah until God knows how many hours. And there were many more stories like that as well. An amazing musician, a sensitive person. But most importantly, and you heard a little bit there, he told us, and he told publicly, that for people with neurologic conditions, music therapy wasn't a luxury, but a necessity. And that's what we have to thank him for, and to keep his spirit and his writings and his wisdom alive in the work that we do every day. I know he would be deeply honored and humbly proud of everything that all of us are doing, and so I'm very thankful to be able to accept this award on his behalf.
Please welcome back Amber Weldon-Stevens and Jean Nemeth.
Just call us Amber Jean. We're good. Let's have one more round of applause for all of our award winners and friends. In just a minute, we're going to ask you to join us in the exhibit hall for a good old-fashioned party and networking event. Check out our exhibit hall with over 60 exhibitors, all ready to share information with you about the new products and resources. Grab a snack, and don't forget about our fabulous Take a Chance bidding event, where you could go home with the valuable products for as little as the cost of one single $2 ticket. Meet up with friends and reconnect with colleagues you haven't seen in a while, and celebrate. Celebrate 65 years of music therapy. Celebrate this amazing profession we are all a part of. Celebrate AMTA and all we collectively do to further that profession's strength and individuality. And celebrate us. We are music therapy, and we are amazing. Just one more thing before you head to the exhibit hall. You may notice that on the back of your program that announces the location of the 2016 conference. Next year, the AMTA annual conference will be held in Sandusky, Ohio, at the Kalahari Resort from November 10th to 13th, 2016. Mark your calendars now so that you can plan to be there. We're already planning this conference and have lots of great ideas in store for you. Last year, we held a little contest to help you get there. It was so popular, we're doing it again. The Kalahari Resort is a safari-themed, so somewhere, just somewhere in this hotel, three, got that three? Specially marked animal friends are hiding. Take a close look at the slide so you can spot them. You might find one in a session room, the exhibit hall, someplace where a large AMTA meeting might be taking place, hint, hint. Or maybe even a special event near the end of the conference. Be on the lookout for these guys, specially marked with the hashtag AMTA16. And if you find one, grab it. Take it to Cindy Smith at the AMTA conference registration desk. If you present her with one of these guys, you'll be awarded with a certificate for free conference registration at the 2016 conference in Ohio. Happy hunting! And now, let's all go kick up our heels in the exhibit hall. But don't party too late into the night because we start bright and early tomorrow with the concurrent sessions at 7:30 a.m. and the State of the Association address and award ceremony at 10:30. Enjoy the conference.